everyone. In this week's video, we are going to continue using the same format we used during the last 9 weeks, so you will know what to expect in today's lessons. Here is our table of contents. The main difference in today's slides will be in the choice activities 1 and 2. They both take you to the same slide because your response for each choice will be the same. First, let's look at your Who Are You project. This is a chance for you to solve some anagrams and write an example of one of them. I solved the one here in the middle. The word is persistence. Choose the one you think would make a good story to write on the next page. On the next page, you have the space to write about the word. My example illustrates the word persistence. When I think of persistence, I think of one of my granddaughters. She is the youngest of 3 children. She generally keeps up with her older brother and sister. But when something is very difficult, she shows persistence when mastering the task and often seeks to surpass her brother's or sister's abilities. So write your example here in this box. Here is our conundrum. It is another mind bender. You solved one of these problems last week. If you need to watch the instructional video again, I placed it here for you. Next, we have our Philosophia lesson. Remember, this means the love of wisdom. Philo means love, and Sophia means wisdom. Isn't that interesting? For Philosophia, I want to review and add something to what I talked about a few weeks ago regarding Leonardo da Vinci. He was an innovative scientist and artist. Leonardo da Vinci was one of the first people to study the science of light and shadow. He wrote in his book, Of Light and Shadow, "In my first proposition concerning shadows, I state that every opaque body is surrounded, and its surface clothed in shadow and light. And on this I build the first book." Leonardo da Vinci. Here you see several three-dimensional shapes. Look at the top row and then the bottom. Do you see how shading adds depth and texture? It helps define the shapes and forms and makes the sketches more lifelike. Find a simple three-dimensional shape and try to draw it using shading techniques. I attached a Shu Rainer video showing how to draw using shading techniques. Also for our Philosophia, I attached another Mystery Doug. Remember, he is a person who loves wisdom and makes a weekly video about something he studied. This week, he explored, why are some people afraid of bugs? He asks an entomologist to explain why. An entomologist is a person who studies bugs. Next, we have our choices, independent studies and coding. This week, for independent studies, I have a link for Flipgrid. You can create your video about your independent study on Flipgrid, and once several students have posted their videos, you can watch what they learned. And then we have coding. There are some new activities added to your list of things that you can do. So this week, I hope you will enjoy learning something new. Have a great week.